what's up? It's James Stewart. We're out here for the annual ride day. It's a beautiful day out here in the compound. Everybody's having a good time. About to take some photos right now, eat some lunch, and then get back at it. So, wish you guys were here, but maybe next year.
Well, would you just looky there? James Stewart is not dead, and he was riding a Honda. Hmm. Now, why would James Stewart be riding a Honda, but he wouldn't post anything on Instagram to us? Could it be that he's retired? Could it be that he's trying to hide his comeback into the sport? Or is he just spending time with his son and hasn't decided what he wanted to do yet? Well, anyway, I'm here to talk about what I think James Stewart is going to do for the 2018 SX season and his future. So let's get into things. James Stewart has not been competitive the past 3 years. Since 2014 was the last time he had any competitiveness in him. And if it wasn't for the fan base that we provide for him, as I am a James Stewart fan, James Stewart would not be racing anymore. Well, he's not racing anymore. But if it wasn't for his fan base, he would not be wanting to race anymore. Because he said on his post last year in 2016 that the only reason why he's coming back is because of his fans. Well, let's just recap a little bit. James Stewart won 6 races in 2014. Looked like he was on fire. And then suspension, and he was gone. 2016 happens. Mistake after mistake, bike problem, mistake, and end of the story. And then all of a sudden, James Stewart goes silent. No posts on Instagram, no post anywhere. And then all of a sudden, January, he says he does a post on his Instagram about what he plans on doing in the future. Well, I mean, I hate to break it to you, but we're in November 28th to be exact, and we still don't know what James Stewart's doing. So, yeah, let's get into things. So, James Stewart was spotted on a Honda, as you can see by that video I showed you, and I'm just going to give you what I think is going to happen with James, if I think he's going to come back or he's not. Well, looking at my fan base, I want to say yes, James Stewart is going to race again. But by the way it looks right there, I know there were kids on the track with him and everything, but I do not think James Stewart is going to touch the ground again in pro ranks, because you could tell out there that he did not look professional. I hate to throw you under the bus, James, but you did not look like you were riding that good. You looked out of shape from what I could tell. So I don't think we will see him racing again. Now Malcolm Stewart, that's a different story. I think Malcolm will race again. Now I would love to see James Stewart back out there on the track and giving it his all, but he's 32 years old now, I think. He might be older than that. And I just don't think he's going to do it. But there's a little bit of hope left. He still has sponsors. So, who knows, maybe his sponsors will hook him up with something. And the only thing that really gets me is why was that Honda he was riding fully upgraded? Like, I don't know if the engine has been gone through, but from Instagram photos I saw, I knew that it had a Henson clutch, had aftermarket suspension, it had, I don't know what pipes it had. I know I could tell it was aftermarket. I couldn't remember what it was. I think it might have been FMF actually. So why would James Stewart just have a fully maxed out bike sitting in his garage? That we do not know. But with the level that Eli Tomac and Marvin Musquin's on, and honestly, you guys are not going to believe me here, but Dean Wilson, I mean, he's been qualifying ahead of Tomac and Musquin, so don't count Wilson out for the title now. But at the pace they are in, I don't even know James Stewart could top 10 at this point anymore. And I've been a fan of James Stewart since 2004. I remember back whenever he'd come from dead last and still win, and 24-0, that was a heck of a season he had there. James Stewart will be one of the greatest of all time and will always be remembered in all of our hearts, whether you liked him or not. But I think it's time just to let him go. That's my take on James Stewart for the 2018 season. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys next time.